I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my click. I need a 30 for 30.
All right, man. Prime time, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, spoke out very forcefully about the fact that nobody from HBCUs were drafted in this year's NFL draft.
Right.
America, if you haven't been paying attention, and if you don't read the Clearing Ledger, which you should, shout out to our boy Rashad Milligan, who did make an appearance on Put It On Some. We support that brother. But if you don't read the Clearing Ledger, you should. Other things that Prime said along these lines in terms of talking about the lack of proper facilities, talking about like how high schools in the local area, in the Jackson metro area, some high schools have better facilities in Jackson State and some of these other HBCUs that he sees. Talking about how in order for us as as black people to be able to compete with the Alabamas of the world, how we got to step these facilities up. And talk about how you got to really just go after these 4 and 5 stars. You got to really offer them. I think one of the articles I read said, well, we're saying no HBCU had anybody drafted, but this article alleges that those guys that got drafted in the first round, that none of them were even offered by HBCUs when they were, going to college. You know what I'm saying? So seems like Coach Prime is saying, we got to step everything up if you're going to really change the game. You know what I'm saying? But wanted to just get y'all reactions to nobody from the SWAC or any other historically black conferences being drafted into the NFL this year. T, we'll start with you.
I got a different spin on this statement.
Okay.
And it points at Prime. And it goes back to something y'all asked Rashad about how long you think Deion would stay.
Okay.
And he was like, his daughter's coming, she's playing basketball, sons are there, and I don't know. I mean, I guess Shadura got 4 years, I guess. And then the daughter's coming and she's got, her time there and everything. So it kind of speaks to, if Deion's speaking out passionately about this, he can't leave in year 3. He can't leave in year 4.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be a trailblazer for things to change. And I'm talking, maybe he's got to become I ain't gonna say Eddie Robinson, but 15-year guy, 10-year guy.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? W.C. Gordy back in the Gap. Was it W.C. Gordy? I think was like a long-standing coach there at Jackson State. But I'm just saying, if he's adamant, if he's very, very serious about seeing the change, then this can't be a stop. He got to be, as we talk about our old alma mater, the Jeff Bauer of HBCUs. I mean, you got to be around a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's talking about, facilities and they got to offer these kids and stuff like that. I mean, we got kids, right? Like we all know, we got kids right at our back door that are 4 and 5 star recruits right now. Mm-hmm. Kids, a young man at Germantown that they told me his class, he's the number 1 running back in the country.
Hey, I think I slick talked that young man my first year in education.
Right.
I think he was like in preschool, like 3-year-old preschool.
Right.
But,
right.
I taught PE that year.
Right.
Okay.
But that boy there, the boy you talking about,
Robinson, last name Robinson.
Yes, I know because it's another boy. He got some kinfolk named Braylon Robinson who run track at Alcorn.
Mm-hmm.
That boy moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So Jack State better offer that boy.
Exactly.
They better offer that boy.
And so that's what I'm saying. And so I took the statements to be like, okay, if you talking about change and this, that, and the third, to me, it's got to be, you're here, you're committed, no matter what. No matter how slow progression is, like because this is not going to change overnight. It's been like this since we've learned about sports. We didn't even know Titus Howard from Alabama State was a first-round draft pick. A lot of people didn't even know that. He was a first-round guy for the Houston Texans. So it's just going to take that kind of change. And maybe if we get more guys that are on the same vein as Deion and wanting to change it, we've talked about Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and this rumor they want to be coaches and stuff like that. It's going to take that. It's going to take that. So, and it's going to take the universities putting the money up. And I'm not saying they're going to get $50 million type endowments and things like that. I'm not saying that. I don't know. But still, though, if you put the money there, good things can come from it. And two, if you got the portal going where these kids can come from in HBCU to the NFL and can get those opportunities and the HBCU guys are getting selected and that's continuously going, then maybe 5 years down the line, more recruits really start putting Jackson State, Grambling, Florida A&M at the top of their list. They're not just warm on them. They're like, they're at the top of their list when you go to Rivals or 20, or Max Preps or whoever. So that's where I'm at with it. It seems to me that my thing is I feel like I'm charged to say to Deion, hey, you must gonna be around to see this thing through.
You saying some real shit. Before I go to you, Joe, I just gotta piggyback off what T talking about. The legendary W.C. Gordon stayed at Jackson State from 1976 to 1991. That's legendary. You talk about Eddie Robinson. And you kind of hesitated and say, well, why not? I ain't going to say be Eddie Robinson, but I might say, why not? You're right. You got my wheels turning, T. Because Prime already got his money.
Yeah.
It ain't like you need to move up. You know how some guys who have success at the smaller divisions in football, college football, they keep, Urban Meyer is one guy, for instance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was showing out there in Utah. Well, you keep stepping up because the money going to get higher and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Prime already got his money. He posted a picture today I saw. Shit, like he on a motherfucking villa with his kids.
Yeah, with his kids. Yep.
Yeah, they outside a fucking pool. Like this shit looking goddamn plush. This shit looking amazing.
That's right.
You already got your money.
Yeah.
So why not stay and be revolutionary? Like if he can stay and do all the stuff that he's talking about, truly change the game, truly level the playing field, truly get these facilities right, truly inspire these boosters to drop the bag. Let's be 100.
Yeah.
Let's be 100. Them boys ain't just going to Alabama and Clemson and Ohio State and all that kind of shit because they see some pretty rooms, facilities, some pretty rooms.
Yeah.
They not just going there because they going there because folks dropping out bags of $200,000. Come on, man.
Yeah.
They going there because these motherfuckers paying their mama bills and shit.
Yeah.
Or getting their mama a job somewhere. Come on, bro. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if he stay, he can get motherfuckers to be doing that kind of shit. That was some real shit, T. Joe, what you got?
So I do agree with him with the fact that closed mouths don't get fed. If you're not offering them scholarships, you're not even giving them a chance to say no. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if there was a stretch that they did and they got turned down and that kind of discouraged them or whatever. But I'm a little confused, though. Now, Alabama A&M coach, he said we got 4 and 5 stars too, right? Mm-hmm. So do they not have them or do they have them? You get what I'm saying? I mean, I think it does. I think Deion should have said it because let's just be real. If the other coaches had said it, it wouldn't have gained much traction. Mm-hmm. It gained traction because Deion said it.
Yeah, even Skip and Shannon did a quick segment on
it. You know what I'm saying? So I already said I don't think he's going to be there that long. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to say that he has to stay there because he's sick. Because I truly believe sometimes you have sometimes people are here to plant the seed, and then somebody else comes and pour the water on it for it to grow. But yeah, I mean, I feel like as far as him trying to get eyes on the HBCU, however he has to do it because it's needed. Because let's just be real, as we said, all of these guys that's at the Alabama and the Texas and the Florida and all that, those guys come from neighborhoods that's centered around HBCU schools. Let's just be real.
Bam, yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
You know what I mean? So I'm glad he said it. I'm disappointed in the NFL because I think, at least they deserve a look. Let's just be real. I mean, I'm not gonna say McNair because the way he came on the scene, you had to look at him. But these guys, the Jimmy Smiths, you can't tell me there's no Jimmy Smith on one of these teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, Prime, as far as you're trying to get eyes on the HBCU, continue doing what you're doing. Be strategic in the way you're doing it because, taking on this, you're putting it on your shoulders. And that's some heavy weight. So make sure you're doing whatever exercise you got to do to hold it. Because if it fails, they're going to look at him.
That's true. I'm glad you made that point, Joe. That these boys that are going to Alabama and getting drafted, that Nick Saban's so proud of, the boys that's going to Clemson, that Jimbo so proud of, they coming from the hood.
Yeah.
They coming from families where if they have college graduates in their family, I'm sure they got somebody that went to HBCU. Like I think about Chris Paul, who going hard for the HBCUs right now. He said part of the reason he did that because he got all these folks in his family that went to HBCUs. You feel me?
Right.
Like now, we all went to PWIs, but we got folks in our family that went to HBCUs.
My sister graduated from Drake State.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? But when I think of CP3, he worked for a PWI. We didn't work for Southern Miss.
Right.
Chris Paul added value to Wake Forest. You understand? Now, he was young at the time. I wonder if we had CP3 on Put It On Something, I would ask him, if you had the mindset that you have right now when you were a senior in high school, would you have gone to Winston-Salem State instead of Wake Forest?
Yeah.
I would like to hear his answer on that. You know what I'm saying? Because he had all those family members go to HBCU, but he's the most prominent person in his family. And he went to Wake Forest. You know what I'm saying? Now, he trying to double back and trying to encourage other motherfuckers not to do what he did. You see what I'm saying? But it's black people getting drafted. It's black people getting drafted.
Right.
It's just black people who chose to go to these schools where they were dropping off a bag. Let's be frank. We do that here on Put It On Something.
Yeah.
They went to school where they dropped off a bag.
Well, okay, so like this conversation, we were talking about recruiting and getting out here and offering kids and such. Well, I get to thinking about a guy like Josh Jacobs. And Josh Jacobs had no D1 offers. And they like Saban just found him. So they found him and gave him an offer, and then he went from Oklahoma to you could say the best college football program in the country.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
To the NFL. Well, okay. How did this kid from Oklahoma, how did somebody not in a neighboring state not go look at this kid? Like, how did you not see him?
I'll give you one right now, T. Y'all boy, Trey Lance. If Minnesota told him, no, you can't play quarterback, how did he end up? He ended up in the FCS. Why he end up at HBCU? I would like to hear that story. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they did offer. Maybe they did offer. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to see if y'all boy got an offer from an HBCU. I don't know how many are up there. I know he's from Minnesota. So I don't know how many are in that region. You know, most of them really down here in the South, which is a legacy of slavery and Jim Crow, of course. But you right, T. These motherfuckers got to do their homework too and get these guys. It ain't gonna be all sweet at first. You know what I'm saying? They just get the prime time guy, but getting guys like you talking about in a situation like that, you got to get that guy.
So looking at Trey Lance's, this is just 24/7 sports now.
Okay.
They said Boise State. Let me see. They got Boise State, Brown, Cornell, and Northern Illinois on the list.
Brown, Ivy League wanted that man.
Said
y'all got a motherfucker.
South Dakota
damn
State,
it, y'all got a mother.
Western Michigan, and Minnesota.
I need to change my shit.
Yep.
Remember I said Mac Jones was going. That shit gonna hunt me. Y'all boy gonna throw that shit in my face for years to come, man.
Nah, we wouldn't bring it up. No, we wouldn't bring that up.
But no, man. Somebody got to offer that boy. You know what I'm saying? HBCU got to try to get that kid. You know what I'm saying? Because really, he got slapped in the face by the system. Got his black quarterback, said, we don't want you at quarterback. He right for the picking. Like, he feeling some type of way, probably. You might be able to get him because of the whole net. That's something we got to do, too. Because I don't know if we ever going to be able to match Alabama, Clemson, LSU money.
No.
I just don't know that. If we can match, it's going to take the primes of the world donating. They the ones with the money. The athletes, the rappers, the singers, the actors, they the ones in the black community with the fucking money.
Right.
If we're going to be able to match that bag, it's going to have to come from them. You know what I'm saying? Because I've talked about this on other shit, but it seems like as a whole, as a race, shit, we got less money than we had pre-civil rights movement. So how the fuck are we going to get these facilities right like that? How the fuck are we going to be able to offer bags like that? You see what I'm saying? So if we going to accomplish this shit and really get these boys in here, them 4 and 5 stars in here on the regular, it's going to have to be a cultural shift to where we like teaching our kids, these motherfuckers over here don't value you. You going to go to the league anyway. You can go somewhere where they value your humanity, ball out, and still go to the league.
And that's gonna be the thing. And that you got to get the players that go to these schools and go to the league, because I don't see how HBCUs cannot get the 4th string 5-star that's on Alabama running back. You're not gonna play until your senior year.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
You get what I'm saying? So you're willing to sit down and wait for 3 years, and then your senior year, you get your shot and then go into the league. Like, we should be able to get that guy.
But being in these schools, Joe, that kid you talking about, he gonna be so happy to make that post on Instagram, on Twitter, or wherever he is to say, so blessed to have an offer from Alabama.
True.
He gonna love to say that. Even though he finna go and sit his ass down, he gonna feel some type of way by putting that rather than saying I'm going to Jack State. It's youngins that I taught that could have played at Mississippi Valley State, but didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
They felt like that. Man, no, I'm gonna try to go to Southern Miss. Dog, you played 3A football, man. Them boys, like, okay, you're not finna get no Southern Miss. You're not finna get Mississippi State, Ole Miss, of course not. But you ain't even finna get Southern Miss. It ain't like we were 3A just undefeated.
Right.
But it's like they didn't even want, they looking down on going to an HBCU.
Yeah.
When the shit was gonna be free. That's what I'm saying. The cultural mindset. We need a cultural reset with this whole thing, man.
Yeah.
Cultural
Yeah,
reset.
I agree.
If this shit gonna be successful, man.
They're not believing in their talent also.
But I do think that
That too.
I just think the HBCUs need to really start showing the throughput though. They can get the throughput there to the NFL for the ones that are extremely talented and show that look, we can get you through. We can get you in there. We can get you in the door. Then it creates maybe a mindset for kids, even if they aren't just necessarily NFL talent, but hey, look, we go here, we'll be just I get the cultural upgrade. You know, we you know the things you're talking about, value of the culture of being at HBCU and things like that. So I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm respected. I ain't go just because they're not gonna love me just because I play football. And then you go over here, you don't have to worry about things. You know what I'm saying? Everything's covered, all expenses paid, pretty much. And then you get your degree, even if you're not talented enough. You get out and you do something else in the world, or you go to the league.
That shit with them being able to monetize their likeness, that's coming up, right?
It's coming soon. Yeah.
Okay. That should benefit us. And I'm saying us. We went to these PWIs, but fuck that. We know goddamn what we support. That should benefit us as black people.
Yeah.
If I go to Jackson State, but I can still get a goddamn endorsement from a dealership for doing a commercial for a 30-second spot for them.
Right.
Why not then? I'm getting paid.
Maybe
I don't take this $200,000 illegal bag. They claim it's illegal, right? That 200 racks that everybody know I'm getting. NCAA say it's illegal, right?
It is not, but it is.
Yeah.
Only a handful. They catch who they want to catch. They catch who they want to catch.
Listen, and I know we talking about the NFL. I just want to take it to a different sport right quick to highlight how bad it is, right? We're saying that our players, our stars, are going to the big programs. I want to go to basketball right quick. Do we not realize that Mo Williams went to Alabama basketball team?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Over at HBCU.
Yeah,
that's true.
Alabama basketball team is not known. Like that's how bad it is.
I bet he got a bag.
I mean, of course. Of course.
That's the name of the game.
And you know they would look at us, they would look at the HBCUs harder. We know this. If we started to get the 4-5 stars,
they get caught. Yeah,
they would be the ones that get caught. We know this.
Sanction, yep, sure would. You're right.
You know what I mean? But
you're right.
We got to do something, and that's for all of us, though. And that's for all of us. And if we can put a little bug in these kids' ear, hey, I'm not telling you to go here. I'm saying consider it.
Gotta consider it, especially if you, like T said. If I can still get to the fucking league. The game plan is get to the league. So go to that motherfucker and be dominant.
Trust your talent.
If these folks going to South Dakota State and they going, come on, man.
No, I'm just saying. I seen a kid today watching the FCS semifinals. Okay, play for James Madison. This boy's a freshman receiver, and they talking about him right now like he's NFL talent at an FCS level. He's a freshman, and he's already on the radar right now.
But see, James Madison, South Dakota State, Appalachian State used to be FCS. Mm-hmm. They moved up now, right?
They moved
something
up.
like that.
Yeah,
but
they moved up.
They got, when I used to watch the draft, like more than just the first round, I would see an Appalachian State guy get drafted.
Denard Robinson. Is it Denard Robinson?
Yeah.
Wait,
no.
Denard went to Michigan.
He went to Michigan.
Okay. No, who was the you know what I'm talking about? It was the quarterback, but he rushed. I can't think his name now.
They had a cold motherfucker up there. He was cold, but he got drafted in terms motherfucker wasn't throwing that shit. What about the competition? What about the competition? What this hell? Let's be frank again. they be taking all these SEC guys, because they claim it's the best of the best and all that kind of shit. The SEC got the highest concentration of the black talent.
Yes.
In terms, if you're talking about SEC, Pac-12, Big 12, Big 10, Big East, shit, it goddamn SEC. What the fuck the SWAC got? Motherfuckers from the South.
Yeah.
Look at these black boys from the South. Everybody, it's speed out there.
Yeah.
So if I can take somebody out of South Dakota State, I can take somebody out of Jackson State. I can take somebody out of Alcorn. Look at this fucking program. As much as I gotta give them credit. Alcorn been rolling. They opted out. But they gotta have something going right down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Glass kid that we talked about.
Yeah.
That boy should be in the NFL. If he does nothing else but be a backup, that's still gonna be generational wealth for his family.
Yeah.
I think that wide receiver is low key under the radar too. Abraham
did the fool on us. Did the fool on us, but that's what it is, man. America, y'all tell us how y'all feel about it, and tell us what y'all think we need to do as a people to try to help these kids that do choose these schools go ahead and get into that league so they can get generational wealth for their families. Put it on something.
My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit StatementTeesLLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.